Hi, I'm Dennis Cruz. I'm the CISO of Holland& Barrett.
And I'm Michael Casey, and I'm chair of the exec of Holland & Barrett.
So what we're going to do is we're hiring for a number of very exciting positions on my team. And one of the things that is very important is that when you join an organization, and we are very excited that you might want to join or you might know somebody who wants to join, everybody joining, they usually look for three things. They look for a great company that is going on a great direction where your work actually is valuable and you are very happy working there. A great project, a great direction of, in this case, digital transformation, and a great security team and a great vision for security. So we have other videos where we talk about that, but since we got Michael Casey here, which is the CEO and the chairman, I thought I want to give you an insight of why I'm here, right? Because when I was interviewing for this, part of it was Michael's passion, Michael's vision that attracted me. So why don't we start by you just talking a little bit about Holland & Barrett and the vision and the direction that we're going into.
Yeah, great. Well, thanks, Dinis. So, as you know, Holland & Barrett has been around for over 150 years. So we are really the custodians of a business that has been helping people for tens of decades at this point. It's also a business that has built up a lot of trust from customers and colleagues through that period of time. And since we took over the business a few years ago, what we have been trying to do is really create a new and more modern Holland & Barrett to build upon all of the great strengths that the business has, but to bring it into the modern age, and to do that to use technology to try and drive some of that great transformation. So where we're at the moment is that we're looking firstly to really invest in core technology and systems for underlying omni-channel retail business. We want to be a best-in-class omni-channel retailer, offering products and services to customers in a very efficient way and in a very modern way. And actually, we've made quite a lot of progress over the last couple of years in that respect. But in addition to that, that's not enough. In addition, we are looking to reinvent the business and think of what the business might be in 10 years, 15 years, frankly 150 years from now. And to do that, we are looking to invest in a whole range of digital products and services that come together that really help people on their wellness journeys. So one of our big ambitions, or our big ambition, is to become the trusted advisor to over 100 million people on their personal health and wellness journeys. So to do that, clearly there aren't 100 million people in our core markets today. So we need to go more international, more global. And to do that, we believe that technology and product are the ways that will help us find and support all of those many millions of people that we don't support today.
Great. And how do you view technology from a digital transformation part of that journey?
Yeah, so when we first looked at the company a couple of years ago, we asked ourselves the question, what do we want technology to do? And is technology an enabler or is it a strategic differentiator? And I think unlike other retailers, we've taken the view that technology is actually a big area of investment and a big area of strategic differentiation. So we've set about actually building a lot of our own tech. A lot of people raise their eyebrows and say that's not the right approach. There's a lot of great packages and solutions out there for a retailer today, and they're absolutely right. But we believe that having the flexibility around technology and having great people in our tech product and data teams is going to enable us not only to build what we need to for today, but to get ahead and to figure out where we need to go from a technology point of view in the future. So I would say fundamentally, as we look to the future, tech is a fundamental part of the business model of the future. We will enable this vision of reaching 100 million lives through technology. And so it's I would say fundamental to everything that we do.
Yeah.
That's very different to where we were 5 years ago, and clearly where we were 150 years ago.
And one of the things I think is exciting to join is that a lot of people talk about digital transformation. And I think what's interesting about where Holland & Barrett is today is actually doing it. If I look at the work that the CTO is doing, shifting AS400 services into AWS, and for example, Dobo's team, the data team, you already experienced the power of data analytics, which is, is not perfect, but it's way better, and it shows the direction of travel, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, no, we're making progress. I think Satya, who's our CTO, gets a lot of pressure and encouragement from us to try and move faster. But we are making really big progress, and as you said, we're trying to demise the AS400, which is the core of this business, or was the core of this business from a technology point of view. Now we're building, our own technology, our own tech stack. We're also getting a lot of the benefits of the product team. Actually moving to a product-driven organization. It's a really quite revolutionary thing for a retailer to move to a product-led organization or driven organization is something very, very different, and we believe it's the right way to be if we're to be successful in the future. And then finally, the point that you mentioned around data is absolutely right. I mean, we've got now a small number of dashboards that we use. Our vision is that, in not too distant future, we will run the business on dashboards. We will have dashboards. We won't necessarily be pushing, volumes of reports out to people, but we'll actually be using dashboards to make all of our key strategic decisions.
So now the topic that I'm very passionate about is security and data security. So one of the things that's very interesting is that, like you said, on your journey to getting more customers, we're getting into wellness. We're getting into this whole idea of knowing a lot more about the customer. So one of the things that we talked originally was that means that not only we have to have the best security team in the planet in terms of delivering a normal security function, we need to go a couple levels above, because we need to be talking about trust and about data privacy and really make sure that our customers trust us to give us our data, which is I would say a much more interesting role for the more traditional security team.
No, you're absolutely right. I think if you think back over history, this is a business that actually is built on trust. But the trust has been earned and sits in an analog way. It actually happens between the exchange of expertise and advice of a store colleague to a customer to help them understand their wellness needs. But as we move forward, we're looking to provide that advice and that expertise in both in the digital format, but also in many, many other new ways, where in order to really help people on their personal wellness journeys, we really need to understand Dinis extremely well, which means we have to capture lots of data, use that data in an appropriate way, and in the way that actually gives Dinis the best solution for your particular wellness journey. So to do that, clearly we need to have a lot of security to ensure that we don't lose, or we have your data and it's not secure, but equally that we process it and we use it in the right way. And I think that is something that I think we are building. I think we're making a lot of progress against. But particularly as we begin to think about the future, and when we have multiple digital products, that are launching simultaneously across different platforms, across different geographies, across different wellness journeys, how do we make sure that we keep the security of all of that data and really retain the trust of our customers? Because one failure in that area can unwind 150 years of great work that everybody's done.
So no pressure, but if you want to join us on this journey, I think you'll find that our jobs are very exciting. And thanks, Michael, for your contribution.
And you'll get to work with a great leader in Dinis as well. Thank you.
Thank you.